Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Last Night's Truck League. Here we are, Season 1, Round number 2, here tonight at Michigan International Speedway. And we've got a few more minutes to go in the practice session here. They extended the practice session just a little bit to give the guys a chance to get out there and get their hands on this 2-mile facility here and get a little bit more practice in. It's a little cool out there today. 67-degree air temperature, winds 5 miles an hour. Track temperature is only 82 degrees, so going to get a little bit of extra practice in. And as always, we appreciate you joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you'll know each time we go live. So let's go ahead and we're going to head on down to the track here and see who's out there. There's Adam Alshire, currently second fastest at the moment. At 46 car, Sean McLaughlin, he's fifth fastest. Track is a little cooler out there tonight, so we're going to see if they have any problems with grip, out here at Michigan. A beautiful day out there. It's no clouds whatsoever, and that should help to warm the track up a little bit. Making his way down the backstretch. And then behind him, there's the 20 car, Michael Pempere. There's Sean McLaughlin once again. There's the 75, David Bonnet. You're going to head out on the track. Looks like we've got about 22 cars in the server tonight. Good feel out there. There isn't exactly a whole lot of drafting that has to go on, but there's a lot of different lines that you can run around Michigan. It's a pretty neat track to race, and these guys are getting some more practice in here before the race starts. They just had their season open last week at Daytona. There's 72, Travis Eccles, currently 14th fastest. And Dave Bonnet just went under him there. It looks like they just went by the, who is that, the 16 car? That is, was that, I couldn't tell if it was that 16 or let's see who's back there. That is, yeah, the 16 of Corey Wakefield. Trying to get his color just right here. There we go. Because that was something that we started doing here. Gonna, the league colors are like aqua and black, so we thought we would do that and make that, the timing and scoring column there match the so-called league colors, if you will, and give it a little more pizzazz there. Also want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Butt Kicker, McConey Setup Shop, and Monster Tech for coming on board. Really appreciate your support. Let's see who else is on track here. There's Stevie Woods in the 17 car. Stevie's currently 4th fastest. I think there's the league owner there, Jad Khalif, and he's currently 21st fastest in the 22 machine. Let's get the right colors there for him. Sean McLaughlin, 6th fastest. It looks like the top 4 there, boy, they're less than a 1/10 of a second difference there. Buds, Alshard, AJ Green, Stevie Wood, and David Bonnet. Well, David Bonnet, he's a 1/10 of a second back, but those top 4, boy, they're only separated. Matter of fact, Adam Alshire, he's right now, as far as his fastest lap is concerned, he's only 6/1000ths of a second slower than Christopher Buds, and there he is right there, the fastest right now on track with that 39.498. AJ Green, he's at 3rd fastest, only 0.02 of a second behind the fastest guy on track, that 39.519. In a little over 10 minutes, and we'll be moving on to the qualifying session. And while we do that, we're going to take a short break, and we will be right back. You're watching last night's Truck League Season 1 round number 2 here at Michigan Speedway.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker, the future is feeling.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into 2nd position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison.
Okay, forward folks, we're back here with the last night's Truck League, Season 1, race number 2. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe us so you'll know each time they go live here, and click that notification bell. And that's how you'll actually know when we go live. You'll get that notification and keep up with everything. And boy, they got 80 laps in store for us tonight. Now, this is a fixed setup league. Damage is on, and the guys have 2 faster pairs to work with. Got to make them last over those 80 laps. And so we have not too much longer to go before, but 5 minutes to go. Let's see here that we've got some more guys on track. And of course, Christopher Budd, he's out there. He's still the fastest and leading the field. We'll see what happens in qualifying. Looks like he's a strong candidate for that pole position. Christopher Budd's in that 13 truck. And we're going to see if we can get Khalif up in the booth here with us. Let's see here. See if we can find him. He's down in one of the other channels here. And Jad Khalif. We're gonna pull him up to the booth here with us. Hey Jad, this is Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, hello.
Hey, how you doing, man? You ready for tonight?
Yes, I am. It's going to be exciting. Hopefully, the racing is going to be like last week.
10-4, man. You had a good run last week. How did you enjoy the last week's race going into tonight?
Yeah. Well, hopefully the racing is going to be good. Everybody's well prepared. I certainly am. Hopefully, I'm going to be good on saving the tires for this for this run. This is not my best ability, but we'll see what happens.
Now, do you have a certain amount of tires that you're allowed to work with, or is it unlimited?
For this race, actually, we're gonna have 2 sets of tires. Um, 2 sets of tires, and we're gonna have 70% of fuel. So it's gonna play a bit on the strategy of each and every one. Depending on how good you can save fuel, depending on how good you can save tires too. I know for a fact that it played a lot for the guys at the end of the Daytona race. So we'll see what happens tonight.
All right, man. Well, that sounds like a good combination. Going to have to watch a little bit of everything there, and good luck to you. And we'll talk to you later on in the race.
Thank you, Tony.
Okay, we'll see you later. And that's league owner there, Jad Khalif, and having a little chat with us there for a moment, and have just a few more minutes to go here. And let's see, there's Sean McLaughlin. Let's see if we can find somebody. Let's see, Dakota Moniz. Is he in this server? I'm not sure if he is. He's actually 10th fastest. He's in the pits right now. Let's see if we can find Dakota and give a shout out to him real quick. We'll move him up to the booth here. Hey, Dakota, Tony in the booth. You got a copy? I wonder if he can hear me. His mic's muted at the moment. Dakota, is Tony in the booth. You got a copy? And he may not be able to. He might have actually moved away from the car for a moment, so we'll go ahead and put him back down the race chat, and we'll see if we can find somebody else here. There's Michael Pimpere. Let's see, he's on the track at the moment. We'll see if we can find him in the chat here and pull him up. Now they don't have teams yet. They have it set up to maybe break out into teams at a later date. But at the moment, they don't have them set up that way. Hey, Michael, this is Tony in the booth. You got a copy? Okay, that's interesting. He's it's like his mic is muted as well. And I think sometimes these guys, maybe because it's practice here, he might have actually muted it just so he can focus on what he's doing at the moment. So we'll just put him back down to race chat. Oh, getting to the wall there just a little bit. And that's why he wanted to give him a little extra time to practice out here tonight. It looks like he's drifting up. Oh, and he's about to get into the wall again one more time. He's going to shoot on down to the pits. Got a little damage on that right front there. Now, see, they have some even with a fixed setup. There's still little things that they can adjust. Steering offset. You know, I believe they can do the brake bias here as well. With checker flags out, and pretty much time has run out now. So that's the end of practice. So if there's any changes that Michael's going to do, he's got to do them, and they'll have to live with them for the rest of the race here. So now we're switching over to qualifying, and let's just see who comes out first. Now, I see some guys. I hear some cars going. There's AJ Green. Yeah, he's heading out on track. Now, this is single car qualifying, and we only see one car on track at a time, but basically everybody's out there at the same time. So as we see guys go around, we'll try to, see more guys on track. Here's AJ. He's on track. There's Travis Eccles. Looks like he is ahead of AJ. And looks like Gary Armijo, he's on track. Gerald Space, he's also on track. Most of the guys are out on track, and I'm sure qualifying is probably a voluntary thing. If you want to qualify, you can go ahead and try to get up the front. Some guys actually like staying at the back and starting the race back there. Hopefully, maybe avoid, like say if there's a problem at the beginning of the race. Sometimes they'll want to, you know what, I'll just stay at the back and kind of chill for a little while and see what happens here. And no times on the board just yet. I know AJ, he was one of the first guys out. Now, let's see, he's going to cross the line here. He's got a time up now, and actually it looks like he's he is on the pole at the moment. With the 39.828, that is the time to beat. Several guys have crossed the line now. There's Seaver Corns, I'm sorry. He's fifth fastest with that 39.938. There's Travis Eccles. Right now he's 14th. Oh, just got bumped to 15th, 40.586. There's Kevin Mahoney Jr., 66 truck. He's currently second fastest. He just crossed the line. Did he improve his time? He improved his time. Actually, I'm sorry, he did not improve his time or his position. Second lap, just a little bit slower. Let's see if anybody else is still running out there. There's Ryan Ferraro. Looks like he shut it down also. 13th fastest. And that may be as there's Dakota Moniz. He's still running. Trying to improve on that 17th fastest lap time there. Let's see if he can pick it up. And he does improve up to 8th position. Good improvement there for Dakota. Let's see. Christopher Buds, he was the fastest guy in practice. Wow, only 16th fastest. With the 40.043, it's a little surprising to see him that far back. And we'll see what happens here when they go over to the race server. There's still a few more minutes to go. I don't think, is there anybody else out on track? Stevie Wood. Okay, he's still on track. Fifth fastest at the moment. Going to see if he can improve on that P5 time there. Here he comes down to the line. Let's see if he can improve on that 39.903. Crosses the line and unfortunately does not improve his time or his position. Jeremy Talley, he's 14th fastest. Like he's done. So he's best time was that 39.958, and that was his last timed lap. He did improve his time, but he's still 14th fastest. So it looks like that is going to that may wrap up qualifying here. It doesn't look like anybody else is on the track, actually. Looks like that's going to do it. So we're going to wait for the server to roll over here. About 30 seconds to go. And then they'll have, I think, technically about 2 minutes to get out onto the track when it rolls over to the race server. And when they get into that race session, they'll just have just a matter of a couple of minutes to any last minute changes they want to make to their setting. Like I said, there's a couple of little things that they can change, but see, they can also adjust their force feedback on their wheel, and that actually can have a big can mean a lot when you're getting ready to how you handle the car, how you respond to the setup. That force feedback can definitely make a difference. Here the guys, they're lining up here behind is that a pace car or a pace truck? It's a pace car there tonight. And everybody's making their way out onto the track. So as they do that, let's go ahead and bring up your starting lineup here. On the pole, we've got A.J. Green starting first. Kevin Mahoney Jr. will be starting in that second position. David Bonnet third. Greg Moore fourth. Stevie Wood in the fifth position. Michael Pimpere sixth. Jad Khalif starting seventh. Adam Alshire eighth spot. Dakota Moniz starting ninth. Seba Corns 10th. Gary Armijo starting 11th position. Gerald Space in that 12th spot. In 13th position, we have Colin Forrester. Jeremy Talley 14th. In 15th, we have Sean McLaughlin with Corey Wakefield 16th. 17th, we have Christopher Buds. And 18th, Mike Simon. 19th, Ryan Ferraro. And 20th, we have John Murphy. Travis Eccles starting 21st position. And rounding out the field will be Albert Packard in that 22nd position. Now we're waiting for the clock to count down here, the 2-minute timer I mentioned to you, and they'll get ready to head off on their pace lap before the green flag comes out here tonight. 80 laps in store for us this evening. And when we were talking to the league owner there, Jad Khalif, it was like he said, I think he said 70% fuel, 70 or 75% fuel, and only 2 sets of tires. So definitely that's going to be an interesting mix about making those tires last. Now when he said 2 sets, I think he meant like the set they're starting on now plus 2 additional sets. So here they are rolling now, going through turns 1 and 2. A.J. Green putting a little heat in those tires, trying to get them warmed up here. Ended up with 22 car field tonight, a good number of trucks out there. Here they come now in the middle of turns 3 and 4. That pace car will be shooting in any moment now. And the pace car pulls on the onto pit road, waiting for that green flag to come out.
Be ready, green flag.
And the green flag is in the air, and we're racing here at Michigan. Racing down to turn 1. Like I said, Michigan is just a great track to race at. Look at all the lanes you have to work with. you know, at least a good 4 lanes to definitely move around. Everybody gets through turn 1 cleanly. They're racing down the backstretch there. There's 75 of Bonnet trying to make his move on the leader there, AJ Green. Looks like Bonnet's going to tuck in behind him there just a little bit. He's going to try to say, hey, I'm going to see if I can get this first lap here.
Spin.
Oh, we do have a spin. Caution here about the end. Now, let's see. Looks like that was actually Christopher Buds, I believe. Let's see if we can find out where. There he is, the 13 truck. Now he was, like I said, he was fastest in practice and had a little bit of a spin there. Doesn't look like he has too much damage. A little bit of damage there on the rear of that truck. Let's take a look at the instant replay here to see if we can see what happened there. Oh, something was happening in front of him. Somebody else was, there's a 16. That was that's what happened. That collected him. And that 16 is Corey Wakefield, and that's what happened to Christopher Buds. And so he was just a innocent bystander. Oh, and he's going up to the wall, and he collects who is that? That's the 12 car, Ryan Ferraro, man. So him and Ryan Ferraro get together. There's Ferraro. His truck doesn't look too damaged there. And they both, he locks it down. And tough break for both Ferraro and Buds. Let's take it back live here. So that was Wakefield that had a problem. Let's go back and look at Wakefield, see if we can see what happened. Here it is during the start of the race here. Now, Corey, he looks like he was down on the inside and he moved up just a little bit. I couldn't see which car that was, but definitely got him turned around hard into the outside wall, and that's where everything went wrong. And that's where he caught Bud right there and got him going into Ferraro. And so, yeah, that's he just wasn't clear to move up the track, and that's pretty much what got that started there. And let's see. And Wakefield, he's still on pit road. Now I hear his engine blow up. I wonder if he was trying to drive back to pit road and save that fast repair, or to actually keep from getting towed in. But looks like he had to tow in. So now he just got there. You see his car. He used one of his fast repairs. Go ahead and put 4 fresh Goodyears on that 16 machine. The track is coming. The field is coming around, getting ready to come out of turn 4. And but he is down and away now. He lost 1 lap, but looks like he won't lose another one. He'll be able to get out and get going before they get down there. And so he's going out there, and there's your leaders. Crossing the line here, and that'll be the start of lap 4 here under caution. And the lights are out on the pace car, so we will be going green the next time around. Let's see, is Ryan Ferraro, is he out on the track? No, he's still on pit road. So his truck doesn't look that damaged. But I wonder, I don't know if he had to tow in or not, but yeah, that's a shame that he's still on pit road. And I guess he's going to be there for a while here, and maybe he's just trying to get some work done. Sometimes the guys will do that. They'll roll the dice, and hopefully that if it's required repairs, it's not something too serious, and just have them fix it manually instead of using that fast repair. Try to save it. But sometimes when you do that, and you don't know how long the regular repairs are going to be till you get in your pit stall. And who knows, he may have a couple of minutes. I just heard the engine fire up. Okay, now he's going. He's going to have to hurry up, folks, because they're making their way into turn 3. And pit road is the exit is open. Looks like it is. He's going to be able to get going. So he's really got to drop the hammer and go, because here they go now. The pace car, I'm sure, is in already. No, there he's getting ready to go. And I wonder if they, yep. He was able to get out in time pace car is coming on the pit road. Ferraro, he's down on the back stretch already. You can see him on the track map. And here we are, green flag again. Racing restarted here on lap 5. Ferraro was able to get out of the pits in time. He's still, he's only 1 lap down along with Wakefield, but he's about a straightaway behind the leaders. AJ Green and Kevin Mahoney Jr. battling out here as they go down the backstretch. There's the 75 of David Bonnet. He's going to follow the 66 down on the inside. Looks like the 20 car, Michael Pimpera, he's also going to go down there as well. Guy's getting a little racy here right at the start. He really looks like he's getting ready to pull up there on that 75 truck. Oh, and he looks like he's pushing up the track just a little bit, trying to get a handle on it. He's able to stay out off of other drivers. A little further back now, there's the 10 car, Greg Moore. He's watching all of this happen right there in front of him. Mahoney Jr. is now your leader. AJ Green in second. David Bonnet and Adam Alshire running there third and fourth. Greg Moore in the 6th position, actually. Michael Pimpera is right there, must be right next to him somewhere. There's Pimpera right there in that 20 truck. He's just behind him, trying to get that 5th spot. And they race down the backstretch. Boy, they're getting racy. Here's the 24, Colin Forrester. Trying to bring that 24 truck to the front. Getting to the inside of Michael Pimpera. They cross the line here, lap 8. AJ Green once again to the lead, trading positions with Adam Alshire. Actually, Mahoney Jr., he got bumped back to 4th position. I love these tracks where it's so wide and you can just race all over the place and just, you know, just so many different lines that you can run. Well, look at the 75 of David Bonnet there. He was thinking about moving down to the inside of that 11 truck. Here he is. He's going to take another peek here as they come out of turn 4. See if he can get a run on the 11. He got close to him, not close enough to make contact, though. Still running 3rd at the moment. The leader, AJ Green, has got, boy, he's got some really hungry drivers right behind him. That lead is not secure by any stretch of the imagination. Here they go down the backstretch. And these trucks are really getting around Michigan in a hurry, folks. Most of the pack is staying together. There's a few guys that got separated. Looks like say the 8 car Gerald Space, him and those 3 guys, that's him and the 21 machine, Albert Packard. They got separated. There's Corey Wakefield and Ryan Ferraro. He's still, now this isn't like Daytona or Talladega. It's not a terrible thing that you're not in the draft. There is a little bit of drafting involved though, but he might be able to, he's about a half a lap behind the leaders now, so he might be able to hang in there. Meanwhile, up the front, David Bonnet and AJ Green, now they're battling for the lead. Seba Combs in that 15 truck now moved up to the 3rd position. There's Combs down on the inside, trying to make a play for the lead. He's going to move ahead of Bonnet. The 07, AJ Green trying to protect that inside line. Uh-oh, Combs is going to get down on the inside of him, perhaps, as they go down the backstretch. Bonnet, boy, he's right there wedged in between them as they go through turns 3 and 4. Hope that, you know, sometimes you take that low line a little too much, and those laws of physics just don't give too much. That truck just may push up. If you don't have it set right, have it loose enough. And able to manage to get through those turns. Combs and Bonnet are trading that second place. Oh, and they get together. The 75 of Bonnet, he gets into the wall. He's still going. Heard him hit the wall there pretty good. Boy, look at that damage on the right front. So he's, I don't know how bad that's going to hurt him, but he's continuing on anyway. And we'll see. Oh, man, the right front of that hood is really messed up there for David Bonnet. Man, he's dropped back to 12th so far. Try to hold station right there as he regains his composure there. AJ Green is now your leader. Seba Combs still right there with Michael Pimpera in the third position. And they've gotten strung out here just a little bit. There's the 10 car, Greg Moore. Now he's going to make a move on the 20. Going to try to get up under him as they go through turns 3 and 4. The 46, Sean McLaughlin. He's right there watching it all, folks. He's going to try to make his move on the 20 as well. Moore got up to third. Now Sean McLaughlin's going to try to get that fourth spot from Pimpere. Here they go through turns 1 and 2. Let's see what happens when they come off the corner. And he slides right up in front of the 11 there, I believe. That's the 11 of Adam Alshire. AJ Green, he cannot get away from Seba Combs. Only 600 of a second. He's right down the tail of AJ Green. Well, those kitty cats are getting scared now because they're getting a whole face full of Dodge right there, and he does touch the bumper there just a little bit. You know, they come off of turn 2, rocketing down the backstretch. 15 laps in the books already. Boy, look at the 10 of Greg Moore. Oh, they're about to go 3 wide into turn 3. Now, Greg Moore, he puts the move on the 15, trying to hold on to that second spot as they cross the line. He will be, I believe he will be, no, he was still scored as third as they cross the line. Let's see what happens as they go down into turn 1 here. Now these guys, they're battling super hard here, and you know, what kind of effect is this having on their tires? They only have 2 more sets of tires to go. And you know, they're almost a quarter of a way into this race, so. And the 10 car is doing his best to get that lead from the 07. He's got a nose out front at the moment. Let's see what happens when he comes down to the line. And no, boy, that was close. He was scored second, I believe. AJ Green still your leader. Seba Combs right there in third. Adam Elshire back there fourth along with the 11 car. I mean, that 11 is Adam Elshire along with the 46, Sean McLaughlin. Boy, these folks, big guys, they know they're going to have to get after it. Oh, I see the 24, Colin Forrester, trying to jump out from behind the 46 there, Sean McLaughlin. Trying to get that 5th spot. Now he's actually back to 7th position. As they race along, it looks like about the top 9 there are definitely they're part of that first pack. Kevin Mahoney Jr., he's the last truck in that lead group there, the number 66 truck. You can see behind them how far the next group is. Actually, it looks like maybe a pack of 3 there. And that would be John Murphy, Mike Simon, and Jad Khalif right there, running 10th, 11th, and 12th position. And then behind Khalif, you have Christopher Buds. He was fastest in practice. Looks like him and Dakota Moniz are there trying to play catch up to Khalif there. And that lead just continues to go back and forth. Green, he's got a little bit of a gap, like 2/10 now over Alshire. Alshire, he's getting a lot of pressure from Seba Cones. Cones right on the tail of the 11. Gonna stay high there as they go through turns 1 and 2. Every now and then it just seems like it's just those trucks, they really draft well. They really suck up to the truck in front, trying to get a run on that next quick machine. Here they go to turns 3 and 4. And there goes the 10. Moore, he just drove right under both the 15 and the 11. Moore now on the tack once again for that 07 car of AJ Green. And we're just over a quarter of the way now, 21 laps now out of 80 laps. Greg Moore battling, he's trying to get that lead. And it looks like here they go through turns 3 and 4, and he goes high, he slides up the track. The classic over-under. AJ Green let him go up there, and then he slides down, and here comes Moore once again. AJ trying to hold him off. He's going to hold him off this time as they go down into turn 1. He cannot get away from the 10, the 15, and the 11. No matter how hard he tries, those guys are right there. They're going to be hounding him all race long if he stays up there. Fierce battling going on here tonight. Last night's truck league, like knights jousting here, folks. And I mean, they're just going at it tooth and nail. Greg Moore holding on to the second spot at the moment. Let's ride along with Adam Alshire there. Trying to size up Moore as they start lap 23. And there's so much room to run here, folks. We might start seeing some green flag pit stops here. They come out of 2. Alshire continues to stay in 3rd. Actually has a little bit of space between him and Corns, Seba Corns. They're continuing to joust back there a little further back now. Oh, something happened to, what happened to AJ Green? He's all the way back to 6th. He got shuffled all the way back to the 6th position. Greg Moore, now your leader. I'm thinking maybe, AJ got a little out of shape there and had to gather the truck up, and it doesn't take much, folks. Now Moore is the one that's going to have to battle off the other guys. Here comes the 15, Seba Corns, taking a look on the inside of that 10 truck. The 11, he's right there. He's going to be the meat and the sandwich here almost as they get ready to go down to turn 1. He's not sticking his nose in there too far, though. He's going to go ahead and drop behind the 15. 10 is running a bit wide. The door is open for the 7. Boy, AJ Green is right back up towards the front. A little further back, there's Michael Pimpere in the 7th position in that 20 machine. He's been battling with the 24 and the 46, Colin Forrester and Sean McLaughlin, for trying to get up into the top 5. Oh, I just saw somebody peel off. It was Greg Moore, one of your leaders now. Green flag pit stops. This will trigger it, folks. Now, by him stopping now, folks will be watching here. And once one of those leaders stop, now this is 20. He went 26 laps here. So we'll see. We'll follow him here and see what kind of pit stop he does here. Let's turn on our pit lane monitor here so we can see what how fast his pit stop is. Looks like Gary Armijo, and also Gerald Spacer also in. Okay, Moore is down and away, 14.7 second stop. Gary Armijo and Gerald Space were the next ones to come in. Now, Gerald Space, he's still sitting there. I'm not sure if he's got some kind of work done. The 09 got his left sides now, and he's down and away. Couldn't see what his pit stop time was. See how when he pitted, when the 10 car pitted, look how everybody else came into pit road. There's AJ Green, Stevie Wood, Michael Pimpare. There's Jad Khalif, Adam Alshire. You know, he's getting the left. I'm sorry, that's Stevie Wood getting the left tires on. Oh boy, look at all the pandemonium folks leaving pit lane. A mad dash to get back out here. And at the moment, there's Colin Forrester. He was your leader. Now he's decided. Oh, and got almost overshot. He did overshoot there. Oh man, it's just going all wrong for the 24. He overshot his pits. Now he has to try to back up and get lined up, because if you're too close, your crew chief will say, no, you're too close. And then he lost so much time in the pits. Oh man, bad luck for the 24. I mean, he didn't have any damage or anything. He's getting his right sides, now left sides going on. And he's down and away. And he's on his way out. 25.4 seconds there. A ton of time lost for the 24. Travis Eccles right now is your leader. And Eccles, he is actually pitted. He actually pitted on lap 2, that first caution. So I'm wondering if he topped the tanks off when that caution came out, and maybe on a slightly different fuel strategy now, and because I'm sure they can go further than 25, 26 laps. A lot of the guys pitted between lap 25 and 27. He may be trying to stretch this trying to stretch that lead there, because the entire field is technically almost a lap down. Not all of them. You see a lot of their names in blue, but they're not actually showing a lap down there. They're getting ready to close in. Moore, he's 26 seconds behind as Eccles comes down pit road. And I'm thinking they will most likely, you see right here on the track map, you can see where he stopped. Here comes second place Moore. And there he is on pit road, and there's Greg Moore flashing right by into the lead. So he will pick up the lead once again. AJ Green right behind him. The usual suspects, followed by Adam Alshire. Michael Pimpare, he's been hanging around in that top 5. He continues to stay up there. Sean McLaughlin there in the 5th spot, followed by Kevin Mahoney Jr. Stevie Wood, they're way back there. There's a bit of a gap there now. They're about 8 seconds back from the leader, almost 9 seconds. See, everybody's stopped now. Corey Wakefield, he's just leaving pit road. He's right now in 20th position. Meanwhile, your leader, there he is, AJ Green. He's working his way back up to the front once again. Alshire, Pimpare, and McLaughlin are the guys he's battling with. Greg Moore back in 5th spot. It looked like the 15, Asiba Combs, got a lap down there somewhere. Got out of sync with these leaders with the green flag pit stops. And now is that 15 truck is now a lap down, which is a shame, because definitely was up there running with the leaders for sure. Carnes is the lucky dog if the caution does come out. You know, the track is so wide, it's going to be hard to see them coming out, having a caution. And boy, they just continue to battle here. Now the 20 of Michael Pimpare, he's well, just as I say that, there goes Adam Alshire once again. They're trading places again. AJ Green, he had been staying right up the front, but boy, these guys they're getting stronger and stronger, and they are challenging that '07 machine, and they are definitely not letting him hold on to that lead position for hardly even a lap. Here he is trying to make a run on the outside of the 11. They make their way down to turn 1. It looked like about the top 5. Corns are not on the lead lap, but about the top 5 there have broken away from the rest of the field, about 5 seconds ahead of 5th place Kevin Mahoney. There's Mahoney. He's kind of by himself there. While the lead 5 cars are 5 seconds ahead. Simon is 4 seconds behind him, so he's comfortably in that 6th position at the moment, which, who knows, may not be a bad place to be should something happen with the leaders. And boy, he would be right there and far enough back to be completely clear of whatever would happen. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's the 21 Albert Packard running in the 11th position. Looks like he's trying to catch Colin Forrester, who they got some lap cars around them. And Forrester's in that 11th position. Forrester's in 10th. Packard's in the 11th position and trying to get that away from him. Forrester trying to catch the John Murphy there in the 70 machine. Looks like he might move under the 70 and give that 9th spot to Colin Forrester as he slides up in front of the 70. Meanwhile, the leaders, they continue to battle it out. Adam Alshire now is the leader, AJ Green. Every time you see them, folks, well, you kind of know what's going to happen. They're just trading the lead back and forth. Somebody may dive in, and of course, they're going to have to push up, and the guy behind might go just drive right under him. This time, he's trying to stay on the high side. And man, they're tight. Look at the 20 of Michael Pimpare. He got right on the bumper of the 07. Man, that's such a shame that Seba Corns is not on the lead lap. I mean, right there with the leaders. Should be racing right there with them at the front. Some kind of way just got off. There's the 46 of Sean McLaughlin. He's studying those guys in front of him. He's right behind the 11 truck there, Adam Alshire. Trying to find a way past into that 3rd spot. They're continuing to pull away from the rest of the field there, from the lead cars. It looks like about maybe 10th place is the last car. Greg Moore, he's the last one in that group. You can see how far behind the next cars are. In fact, the next car is Ryan Ferraro, who's not on the lead lap. Ferraro is actually 2 laps down now. So after Greg Moore at 5th spot, then we have Kevin Mahoney Jr. He's over 4.5 seconds behind Ferraro, who's behind the lead group there. Over 10 seconds ahead of behind the leader. He's having a nice battle here with Mike Simon, though, for that 6th spot. Colin Forrester is right behind them in that 24 machine. Followed by the 217 of Stevie Wood. So 2 separate groups here, but they're all having their own battles for sure. Every position counts, and you know what? We're at the halfway point here, folks. 1 set of tires has been used. They have 1 set remaining, and everybody's still pushing very hard here. Now, AJ Green, he pitted on lap 26. So technically, you know, you might think he might go ahead and go to lap 52 or something like that if he were to run the exact same number of laps. But then that would be definitely a bit of a longer run. Like 28 laps to the finish line. And can he, would he be able to make those tires stretch? Now it's kind of wondering, when those guys pitted, did they pit because they had to because of fuel? And if it is, then that means they would have to stop again. They would probably, I'm thinking maybe they would have to stop, and you know, if they change tires, they may have to stop again, but they won't have any more tires available. So, you know, they might actually run out of tires even after they get that fuel. Those trucks will be heavier load on some used tires. Could make for an interesting day. AJ Green, Adam Alshire, Sean McLaughlin there on third place. There's Greg Moore in fourth position. Stephen Combs are not on the lead lap. He's using that high line there. And he may be staying up there trying to preserve those tires a little bit. The more you turn in, the more you're going to scrub them off. Like when we were talking to Jad Khalif, the league owner, he was saying, you know, all about trying to get some fuel economy and also making those Goodyears last as long as possible. They're continuing to rock it along. Let's look back at a little bit further. There's Jeremy Talley back in the 11th position. And he's leading Christopher Buds there. Looked like he just got passed by the 30 truck there. That was Jeremy Talley. There's the 21 Albert Packard back in the 13th position. And he's being a lot of pressure on him. There's the 5 of Dakota Moniz. Now Packard's coming in, okay, here, lap 44. Okay, this is interesting. Now Packard, before he pitted in, I didn't see what lap he pitted in on. So now he comes to a halt, boy, and he used his fast repair, or used one of his fast repairs. Now it doesn't look like he's getting tires. He's going to hold on to that set of tires, possibly just in case. Now he's one lap down. The leaders just went by, put him a lap down, so he's on the same lap with Corns. And if he can, he's not in the lucky dog position. Corns is 17th one lap down. He's 18th one lap down. So he would have to either try to catch the 15 truck, get that lucky dog position, or if there's a caution, he might even stay out and get behind the pace car and get a wave around. He might be able to get around in time if that were to happen and shoot in and get those fresh tires later on in the race, but he would run a very, very big risk of getting caught once again by the leaders and going a lap down again. So now he comes out and he's just racing along. There's Stevie Woods. He's making his way in. Second car here to pit on the second round of green flag pit stops. AJ Green is still your leader, followed by Adam Alshire, Sean McLaughlin, Greg Moore in fourth. Michael Pimpere rounds out the top 5. Boy, a 10-second stop for Woods, so he didn't take any tires either, and just got that fuel. Folks are starting to roll the dice here and got tires the first time. Now maybe they might have been feeling good about the tires and said, you know what, we're just going to stop and get the fuel because we have to. And as this fuel cycles around, Next time they stop, they'll be able to, should be able to top off to make it to the end of the race and have a fresh set of tires to battle with towards the end. It doesn't, you know, and it doesn't seem like they've had any problem battling with each other right, you know, all the way through a fuel run. Now here, Green and Alshire, they kind of started separating themselves just a little bit. There's Green, there's Alshire, and now McLaughlin is there, and the Corns is in between them, not on the lead lap, but you see a little daylight now coming between third place and the two leaders. And matter of fact, if you're not careful, you know, like I said, drafting here is not like at Talladega and Daytona, but you know, you do get a little bit of a draft, and he's trying not to lose touch with those two front runners. And I tell you, Moore is all over him trying to get that third spot. Only a tenth of a second behind McLaughlin. Taking a look on the inside as they come down and cross the line. Let's see if he gets that fourth spot. He's showing fourth right now. Going into turn one, actually they're battling for third, and he's trying to nose ahead of McLaughlin. Let's see what happens when they come onto the backstretch. And now it's going to be a drag race down the backstretch. Ryan Ferraro is in the pit roads again. Moore couldn't quite get ahead of that 46 truck. Okay, here's some more folks starting to make some green flag pit stops. In fact, your two leaders, AJ Green and the 11 trucker Adam Alshire, coming in together. Boy, kind of a drag race on pit road there, folks. And they're going to come all the way down to the end of pit road. At least AJ Green is. Got that first pit stall there. Right side's going on. You can see the 11 car of Alshire there behind him. And there he is, lighting them up, coming out. Oh, here we go. And he's going to go past. Was that Alshire? That was somebody else. And they're down and away. There's Alshire. He's a 13th position. Now he did beat the 07 out. Must have had a lightning fast pit stop there. More drivers on pit road. There's Jad Khalif bringing that 22 machine down to pit road, down to his pit stall. Let's see how cleanly he gets into his pit box here. He's making his way in. It just stops nicely. There's going to come the 10 of Greg Moore. He's making his way in. Mike Simon making his way in. Kevin Mahoney Jr., also John Murphy. And Khalif, he just took off. Right side's on for Moore. Pit crew coming around to get those left sides. Top the tank off. We're in 53 laps in. He's down and away. 15.3 second stop. There's McLaughlin. He's relinquishing the lead, coming down on the pit road. Oh, and Pimpere, I guess he was getting ready to come down pit road, got it wrong. And he's just sitting there. Oh no, did he run out of fuel perhaps? He might have towed in. Let's look and see what happened here. And oh, that's what happened. Okay. Let's go back to another instance here right before that. Here he comes. He's coming down to get ready to come on the pit road. Oh, and he just got sideways on him. And he's trying to, he didn't quite hit the wall. So I'm wondering, though, if he was very close on fuel. He probably couldn't afford to go sliding in the grass. And it looks like his truck is just, I think his truck ran out of fuel, folks. That's what happened. It just ran out of fuel on him, and poor Michael Pampera had to tow back to pit road. Let's take it back live and see if he's still there. Yep, he's probably still waiting to come in. Oh, man, that's just terrible news. But anyway, the 72, Travis Eccles, is now your leader. Adam Alshire is about a half second behind. And there he is right there, the 11 truck, followed by the 07, A.J. Green, who's a little bit further, about 3 seconds back, trying to catch those leaders. They were on lap 55. You can see him up there going to turn 3 and 4. And Greg Moore is about only a tenth of a second behind. In fact, that's him right there. Travis Eccles now pits. He relinquishes the lead. And he had to come in because that's only a second stop, so he wasn't going to be able to stay out. Alshire is now your leader. He's going around the 24 of Colin Forrester and put Forrester a lap down. Forrester now in the lucky dog position. A.J. Green now trying to catch up with Forrester and Talley, both not on the lead lap. Just over 2.5 seconds ahead of Adam Alshire. Now on lap 57 of 80. And I believe they have the fuel to make it to the end. And obviously that's going to be see what can they do with these tires. You know, how much fight can they get out of those tires all the way to the checkered flag. Further back there's Sean McLaughlin. He's running. He's got lapped vehicles both in front and behind, and he's running fourth. Fifth, Blake Mike Simon. He's about 10 seconds behind him there, running there in the fifth position. But he's got a battle going on there with Kevin Mahoney Jr. For that fifth spot. Mahoney there running in sixth, trying to get around the 27 car. 27 truck, I should say. You know, I kind of expected this to be a lot of green flag running. Like I said before, and I'll keep saying it, you know, Michigan's definitely one of those tracks where you can really get racy, but there's plenty of room for folks to race. And the possibility of cautions, in my opinion, just isn't that great here. If everybody just has a little give and take, and you know, and keep the cars, keep the trucks on the track, and someone praying for a caution just may not get it at all. Mahoney's starting to lose a little ground there to Simon. Simon now over a half second ahead of the 66 machine. Starting to pull away now. That's now what's going to happen. You know, later on in the run when those Goodyear start wearing down on him. You know, sometimes I've seen situations where someone, you know, they kind of fall back a little bit, like, okay, I'm going to try to save my tires, and you run on down the road burning them up, and I'll see you in a little bit. Adam Alshire continues to lead. Now somebody's on pit road. Okay, that's Gary Armijo coming down, pitting from the 21st position there. Now he's had kind of a rough night. He's 10 laps down, make that 11 now. Oh, and on to boot, he overshot the pit stall. So just trying to make it to the end here now, and truck looks pretty clean. Doesn't look like he's taking any tires. Just gonna get fuel and make it to the end. Now, he may have run out of his allocation of tires, and because actually he's been on pit road 5 times. So he's probably had to have work done on that 09 machine. And all he can do now is just get fuel. And I wonder if he had a speeding penalty or something, because he's still there, losing precious time. So all we can do is hope he'll be able to get back out there. There's Dakota Moniz running in 8th spot. Just about a second behind Stevie Wood. And boy, trying to keep David Bonnet off his tail. That's not going to happen here, folks. Bonnet drives down on the inside. Oh, and he slides right up in front of the 5 truck, and they're battling here to come down to the line. Battling for that 9th position. Dakota now 8th. He just noses ahead of the 75. Oh boy, who is that in front of them? That's the 17. Stevie Wood. Bonnet gets by. Moniz also gets by, and Wood, he's right there, but he's, I'm going to try to see if I can race with you guys too. They both get by the 17, so now he's back to the 9th spot. Moniz up to 8th, Bonnet up to 7. Meanwhile, up the front, Adam Alshire continues to lead. He's only got a 0.2 of a second lead over Moore. There's Moore right behind him on lap 63 of 80. Boy, we've seen a lot of good, clean, hard racing here tonight. Hope you folks have been enjoying it. You've been watching the Last Night's Truck League here, Season 1, Round Number 2 at Michigan Speedway. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know each time they go live. Click that notification bell so you'll get that notification. Greg Moore now about 0.3 off the leader. And he may get to a point where, okay, I'm going to try to just chill for a while and save these Goodyears as much as I can to make it to the end. If you folks didn't notice, down in the description, there's a lot of good links down there. iRacing is a great game, and I tell you, maybe one of the, well, I don't know if it's a best kept secret nowadays, because so many folks have been the staying at home and working at home and being home more. And I tell you that the sales for iRacing and just racing gear in general has just gone through the roof. And there's some neat links down there in the description, get you up and running and on track. And also the first link down there is live timing and scoring. You can click on that if you're watching on your computer. That'll open up a separate window, and it'll give you a lot more information than I can show you here on the screen here. You can see when drivers pit, when did they pit, what their best lap is, and a lot of neat information. Ryan Ferraro making his way back out now in 20th position. There's David Bonnet. He's comfortably in that 7th spot at the moment. Ferraro is actually right in front of him, about 7 seconds down the road. Christopher Buds is behind, right behind him, but that's not for position. Here comes Stevie Wood making his way down pit road. Let's see if he's getting, it looks like that's probably going to be his last set of Goodyears. This is his 3rd time on pit road. So I'm guessing that's probably his 2nd and last set of tires here, lap 67. Not that far to go. He can really push now with those tires. They'll definitely get him to the end, and fuel as well. He's only 1 lap down in 15th position. Makes you wonder now, are the leaders going to have to stop? Now, Adam Alshire, he last stopped on lap 50, so he's only been out there for 18 laps. Boy, this will be something that they don't know what their fuel mileage is, how long they truly can go on the fuel that they're allowed. It's either 70 or 75% that they allow for this race. So when you come in and get fuel, your tank's not actually full. It's only that 70 or 75% full. And there's John Murphy making his way down pit road. Let's see if he has a set of Goodyears left to put on. I think his truck's been pretty clean all night. He really hits his marks there. And looks like just getting fuel, a splash of fuel, and he's gone. 6 seconds there for the 70 truck. And he is on his way back out onto the track. Now 12th position. And he also is only 1 lap down. Adam Alshire continues to lead. Moore is right there, still about 2/10 behind. And, you know, it may be a situation now, 10 laps to go here, just crossed the line, lap 70. And he may just be biding his time. He's been watching that 11 truck and trying to figure out, you know, where can I make my move? Because the way that they have traded the position so easily, he may only get 1 shot at this. So when he takes that shot, he is going to have to make it work. Right now, it's just a matter of just staying with the leader. Don't lose too much time, and just stay with him. There's Jad Khalif coming in one more time. Actually, this is his 2nd time in. Probably going to get fuel. I guess he'll might as well go ahead and throw those Goodyears on. And he just went a lap down, so he's in the lucky dog position. Actually, Forrester just went past him. There's several cars on the same lap as him, so now he's pitting. He's going to have those fresh Goodyears if he can get out in time. He may be able to make up some of those positions. It lights him up as he exits his pit stall. And he's on his way back out. Now he comes out, re-enters in 14th position. It looks like Stevie Wood is about 2 seconds ahead of him. So at the very least, he can battle to try to catch the 17 truck. 72 laps to go. I mean, sorry, we're at lap 72. Less than 8 laps to go here. Adam Alshire continues to lead. There's Jeremy Talley. He's exiting pit road. Greg Moore is still holding on now, about 3/10 now behind the 11 truck. I'm thinking I'm going to guess that he's trying to manage that position and manage those tires and just trying to hold on. Like I said before, he pulls that trigger and decide to try to make that move. He's staying right there. He's not exactly trying to pass the leader. He's that's the feeling that I get, that he is just biding his time. And make sure now, will he make the move at the white flag, or will he try to make it maybe a couple of laps to go? If he's been able to save his tires, and if he has indeed been pushing Alshire, we don't know. Alshire might have been saving his as well. But it'll be interesting to see who has how much both of them have left to put on the table here. Oh, and he's going to go right by. Let's see what's happening here. Alshire, he's coming into the pits, folks. Oh boy, he's going to have to pit on lap 74. AJ Green is coming in right behind him. They might have gone the absolute limit of their fuel. Greg Moore might be pitting the next time around, which means let's see whether or not they get tires or just a splash of fuel or not. There's Alshire down to his pit stall. He hits his marks right on the money. It looks like he's just going to get just enough fuel to make it to the end of this race. And he lights him up on the way out once again. AJ Green also taking off. He's going to beat him off of pit road. Oh, and he gets a little too hard on the gas, gets in the grass, but he doesn't hit anything. And he manages to continue on, but that gave Alshire that position from 6th to 5th as he gets back onto the pit exit road. Trying super hard to make up a spot on pit road and then threw it away as he exits pit road. Question is, boy, is the leader going to even have to stop? There's the leader right there, Greg Moore. Does he have the fuel to make it? Mike Simon is in second place, 10 seconds behind, and he's followed by Sean McLaughlin, your third place runner. And then there's about 3 other drivers who are not really close to the leaders. Steve Bonnet, there he is on pit road. But McLaughlin, he's 13 seconds back. Adam Alshire, he's 35 seconds back. Green is even further back, about 41 seconds. So the question is now, here we are, lap 77. Does Greg Moore have it in his tank? Or is he just going to, now he's 9 seconds ahead of Simon. How hard is he going to push? He might be rolling the dice here, folks. He may have some kind of app running. The drivers have these things that they can use, different tools at their disposal that calculate fuel mileage, and his numbers may be telling him if he drives conservatively, he just may be able to bring this thing home. Because I know that Alshire would not have pitted if he didn't absolutely have to. He didn't take tires, so it wasn't an issue of tires. Boy, I tell you, this is just the time when the butterflies are just in your stomach and you're just wondering, like, you don't want anything to break, and he's coming down, and now it's lap 79. He'll get the white flag next time around here, folks. Wow, the second place, Mike Simon is coming on the pit road. He could not go one more lap, folks. Greg Moore is still staying out. He's continuing to run. McLaughlin, the 46, he's 9 seconds behind. That time is coming down, folks. You can see it right there. And let's see what's happening here. Greg Moore, he is trying his best to make it to the end. He's making his way now. He's coming down. He's going to get the white flag this time. White flag is in the air for the 10 truck. It's all about now fuel mileage, folks. It's all about fuel mileage. And he's hugging the bottom. He may not be sure if he can make it. He may be staying down below just so that in case he runs out, he doesn't collect anybody behind him. He knows that he must be on vapors here, folks. And the second place, Alshire, is 22 seconds behind. Adam Alshire is right there, but he is so far behind. There's no way that he could catch him. Greg Moore, he's coming around. Here he comes now through turns 3 and 4, hugging that bottom line. Alshire now 19 seconds behind. And I think he's going to make it. He's wiggling that truck, trying to get it to the checkered flag. It looks like he's out of fuel, folks, but you know what? He had enough, and he made it. Greg Moore crossing the finish line on vapors, ladies and gentlemen, to take the win here at Michigan. Wow. That is, boy, talk about rolling the dice. Good grief. They can't even do a burnout, but you know what? That's all right. Oh, man. I mean, talk about leaving nothing, absolutely nothing on the table. He didn't have to battle somebody for the win, but, man, I mean, he absolutely, and he probably surprised some folks, too. Man, let's see if we can get these guys up in the booth here with us, and let's see. We're going to grab, first we're going to grab Greg, and we're going to bring him up here. Got Greg, and we'll see if we can grab Adam Alshire and AJ Green. Let's see where they are. See if we find them in the chat. There's AJ. We're going to bring him up here with us as well. And let's see. There's Adam right there. Let's bring him up here. Boy, I tell you, and now we got all three, the top three here in the booth with me, folks. Hey, your winner, Greg Moore. Greg, I tell you, man, talk about breathing us. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Greg? Need to unmute his mic there. Oh man, I wonder if we can get him unmuted here. There we go. Greg, you got a copy. This is Tony in the booth. Oh, he's still muted. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, we gotta see what we can do here. Let's grab. I'm gonna go grab the.
I have you, Tony. I got you now.
Okay, 10-4. Hey, Greg. Man, I tell you. Woo, boy.
Woo!
Talk about, man, I tell you, you left absolutely nothing in that tank tonight, man.
Turn 3, turn 4, and I was coasting the rest of the way.
Man, we saw you wiggling in the truck like, come on, baby. But I mean, you had over 20 seconds from Adam, and you know, so I guess I figured like, man, and I saw you go down on the below the yellow line on the backstretch. I said, oh no, well at least you're staying out of the way in case you don't make it. But I mean, boy, I tell you that did you just roll the dice, or did you have your calculations were telling you that you could possibly make it?
I did a little fuel test right before the race. Nothing too fancy, but I knew about how many laps the truck would go, and I knew I was close. I knew I wasn't quite there, so I just got behind a couple of faster guys, and I was just using their draft, letting out of the gas, just saving. It wasn't a very exciting finish. It was the turtle beating the snail, but we got the win.
Yeah, but man, that had to have been a little nerve-wracking too. You know, you're probably looking at your fuel gauge and seeing that sucker just go down to pretty much nothing as those last couple of laps were clicking off, huh?
I saw the second place car about 7 seconds back with 2 laps to go, and I almost pulled in to get a splash. I did roll the dice there, and I really backed it down even more at that point.
Yeah, well, I tell you, man, that is awesome, man. Well, you did what you had to do, and congratulations. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, absolutely. All the fans that come here to watch it. I know there's a few of them out there. My daughter Lily is watching tonight, so hopefully she's cheering loud, and we got a few sponsors on board. We got Monster Tech and Marconi Setup Shop and Butt Kicker. They're helping us pay the bills to bring these races to the internet, and I'd like to thank them.
Absolutely, yeah, and you had folks cheering for you in the live chat as well. That come on, go 10, and boy, you probably gave him a heart attack there at the end. But you know what? That's like you say, it's okay, we got it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully there'll be another win that we can win full throttle, but it wasn't to be tonight.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
I think I got my bases covered there. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, and if I am, I apologize. But that's all I can think of right now, Tony.
10-4. Well, congratulations. We're going to let you go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Woo! Thank you.
All right, now. And that was your winner, Greg Moore, and we've got the league owner, Jad Khalif. Khalif, you got a copy? I was going to ask you if you could get the other guys to unmute. Adam, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, I tell you, boy, you tried, man. I mean, you were battling the whole race long. You and the 11, I mean, the 10, all of you guys. You know, AJ Green was up there. You guys are just back and forth, and Did you think it was going to come down to fuel like this?
We didn't have much practice this week, so I didn't know about the cautions, but surprisingly we only had 2. Uh, AJ, me, AJ, Greg, all the guys up front, we all had a very good race, battled hard next to each other, entire race pretty much.
All right, man. And I tell you, and I guess it seemed like it was more fuel the problem than tires because you guys seemed like you held on to the trucks pretty good throughout the race.
Yeah, the tires for me at least were pretty good. I wasn't getting tight, wasn't getting loose unless I overdrove the corner or something. And yeah, the fuel was a big part of it.
10-4. I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Last 4 laps, I wanted Greg to pass me so I can get his draft to save my fuel, but I knew he wasn't gonna let me. So I'm like, I'm gonna pit a little early, try to catch Greg off guard, and it almost worked. Almost had him, but
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that second place anyway, though. And anybody you want to give a shout out to?
all the guys that race clean, Leon or Jad for making the league, the 3 sponsors, Maconi Setup Shop, Monster Tech, and Butt Kicker, and all the fans that come out to watch.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations, and then we'll give you let you go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Hey, AJ, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Boy, I tell you, man, I tell you, you were just up the front the whole race long. I mean, you couldn't get away from those guys. They were there to race, and they were just hounding you all race long. And did you think you got off track there somewhere? Because to end up back there in third, as far as fuel strategy or anything, or
It was fuel strategy that got me back. I was on a different pit schedule than my teammates, so I was kind of on my own there.
right?
And me and Adam pitted at the end, same time. And I knew I'd have to pit or I'd have to save, and I knew I couldn't save, so I decided to pit with like 7 laps to go, and it worked well.
10-4. Did you think that Greg was gonna have to pit?
I thought he would. I didn't know he was gonna coast, and I did not think he was gonna coast. But earlier in the race, me and him were battling it out for first place. It was like for the first half of the race. It was amazing.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations on that third place. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, shout out to the sponsors and shout out to my family. They're watching. Shout out to the fans as well.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. We're gonna let you go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Okay, and we're here with the league owner here, Jad Khalif there. And Khalif, that was an awesome race tonight, don't you think?
Yes, like I told the guys that a few seconds ago, this is the longest race I've ever been in without the strategy was basically the winner for first place. So that's what's fun about it.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations on another successful race here, and I know you guys are looking at what is your next track coming up?
Next track is gonna be Pocono, so that's gonna be an interesting one too.
Oh yeah, yeah. That we can't wait. I know there's going to be a lot of action there. Boy, you guys were they were really battling hard, battling all folks having good battles all throughout the field, and that's going to having that tunnel turn there, and that's going to always make things interesting. So yeah, we look forward to seeing you then. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, thank you for everybody that was watching. Thank you for actually broadcasting this amazing race, and thank you for all the sponsors that we got on board. I heard Greg mention them earlier, and everybody. So I just want to make it clear they are all very much appreciated, and without them, obviously, this couldn't have happened. We have a great group of drivers, so we'll see how it goes on Pocono.
Absolutely. Well, you guys go rest, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, thank you. See you.
Okay. Well, folks, but that is going to do it for us here. And let's go ahead and let's bring up that finishing order so we can see how things ended up here. And Greg Moore, your winner. Adam Alshire, second. AJ Green, third. Kevin Mahoney Jr., the fourth position. Mike Simon rounds out the top 5. Dakota Moniz ended up 6th spot. John Murphy 7th, Jad Khalif 8th, Stevie Wood 9th, Seba Corns rounded out the top 10, Colin Forrester 11th, Michael Pempere 12th, David Bonnet 13th, 14th we have Sean McLaughlin, 15th Albert Packard, 16th Travis Eccles, 17th Jeremy Talley, 18th position was Christopher Budd. And then let's move this down so we can get to the rest of the field here. And then 19th is Ryan Ferraro, Gerald Space 20th, Gary Arvizo 21st, and Corey Wakefield rounds out the field in a 22nd position. So as always, folks, we appreciate you coming and joining us here for last night's Racing League. And hope you don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know each time that they go live. And for all of us here at Rice Motorsport TV, we want to wish you all a pleasant evening.